Hey, this is DJ Wolf here. I got a couple things on my mind. I did a podcast I posted earlier about Koonye West. He seriously needs to get schooled. Let's go ahead and commence, shall we? All right. Here's my thing. Koonye West made one of the dumbest statements I've ever heard recently coming out of his mouth. Do we ever think about the words coming out of his mouth? I have no idea. Probably not. You know, he says, racism can't control me. Racism don't control me. I'm still bothered by that. This is part 2 of that. You do know not only does the media, all forms of media, control you, okay, including the record label. Yeah, you have the freedom to say what you want on the record label, but they also have the freedom to decide what records that they're going to push out there based on what you recorded as well. So you only have but so much control. All right, let's be real about that. There is no major black media outlet. BET is just an entertainment feed that's run predominantly by white organization, Viacom. Okay, this is the last I checked. All right, TV One is run by Comcast, NBC Comcast, if I'm not mistaken, Universal. So those organizations are just outlets for the major media moguls, which are predominantly white. Okay, let's be real. There aren't any black-owned networks anymore. I mean, that's over with. Matter of fact, BET was like sort of the only one. Robert Johnson actually didn't own it. He was the CEO of it, and he was part owner. Just like Oprah is part owner of OWN. And, well, she was until last year when she sold 25% of her 50% of OWN. So she's just a bit player in it anymore. Her name is on it. That's it. Nothing more. And by another few years, she'll probably end up selling another 25% and be done, and their shows will be over with. There won't be any more OWN. I like to see it develop and grow because it's the kind of shows that are on OWN. Quality shows, matter of fact, I had to agree with. Also for pain, that's another story. But I don't know where he gets that mentality about racism don't control us. Racism for 400 years has always controlled every aspect of our life because we never owned anything to control. So that's a false narrative. It's a major false narrative. And to sit there and kiss on the butt of Donald Trump, to me, it's a real slap in the face of every African American. To sit there and say, he basically just saying that there's no such thing as racism. You might as well have said that with the Making America Great hat that you had on. You know, Kanye, seriously, I mean, and you know, this is a guy who I admired musically for what he did as a producer. He's terrible. I also forgot to mention also that he was on Saturday Night Live recently, and the songs that he did on there was horrible, and I do mean horrible. I'm looking at like, what is that garbage? Really? I listened to it. I said, no wonder he I guess when he had his record release party, it was way out in Wyoming somewhere, because nobody black would want to buy that garbage. At least I wouldn't. I'll be totally honest. I heard it and I was like, that thing's a piece of shit. It literally was a piece of shit. There's no way I buy that crap. I would never buy no crap ass records like that. You know, it's not even good hip hop. It's not even strong hip hop. It's just garbage. Literally, I heard it. I was like, could never be on my playlist if you tried. I don't know what he was thinking, but he wasn't thinking too bright at the time. But Koonye West, I don't know. I don't know. I think his career is is not doing what it was doing before. I think he's reached out to Trump. There's rumor that he might be on the campaign tour with Trump. And this Negro talking about going back home to Chicago after he did all that. As much as Chicago's suffering, as much as Trump spit on Chicago, are you serious? Are you fucking serious? Really? Really? Kanye, really, man. You make no sense. You are making no sense. You and Jim Brown. Which I gotta find out more about Jim Brown. Because Jim Brown, well, I heard rumor is a Republican. But I don't know that to be a fact. But I like to know what, and Steve Harvey, I don't get it, man. But Jim Brown was the one person who I was shocked about, because not only did I grow up watching Jim Brown, but Jim Brown was a long-time football player for the Cleveland Browns, my hometown team. And I'm really shocked. Jim Brown was the one that shocked the hell out of me. I was very, very, very surprised about Jim Brown going that route. Still am. I just shaking my head. I think, are you serious, brother? I thought you was always down for the cause. Apparently not quite like I thought he was. But nevertheless, I don't know. I just don't get it. Just don't get it. But Kanye, man, come on, brother. You see what's going on in the streets, man. You see what's happening. You see what they did on video to these guys. You saw Mike Brown laying dead on the ground, 6 bullets to his back. I'm sure you saw pictures of Trayvon Martin lying dead with a bullet in his chest. I'm sure you saw Eric Gardner in New York getting choked out by cops on video. Died right in the streets on video by cops. How can you sit there and say racism don't control you? We don't have control of racism, do we? No, we don't. We don't have control of the events that's been going on for the last 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years, or the last 400 years. But you say racism can't control. Racism is controlling. Because we don't have the power structure to fight back racism. That's the whole point. That was an irresponsible statement. I would have never said that statement, but I know why he's saying it. He's saying the coon of Donald Trump to make Donald Trump look like he's not racist. That's a bitch ass move as far as I'm concerned, Koonye West. What the fuck? This fucking fool right here? Boy, I tell you, these people here are nuts on the road. They just knocked that car off the road. The guy in the Camaro knocked the car off the road. I say that. What's wrong with these people today? Boy, I tell you, these people are nuts, man. They're nuts. This is why I don't like driving in D.C. too much. These people are losing their fucking minds out here. They are literally losing their damn minds. I just saw a car somebody just tapped somebody's bumper, and it looked like they tapped the bumper, and the other car was causing trying to come between me and another car in the middle. I said, dude, what are you doing? Yeah, these people are nuts. But back to Kanye, man. He's just like a train wreck that just won't stop. And like I said again, he's a rebel that don't know what the cause is, don't know what he's fighting for. He don't really have a real cause. He just wants to be a part of something that he thinks is going to protect him, or something he thinks is going to make him keep him irrelevant. he wants to be part of the power structure. I don't know what he's up to. I mean, maybe it's something he has a bigger plan than we know about. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not sure what he's up to. I really don't. So, that's all I'm gonna say about it. This is DJ Wolf. I'm out.